Hello, people. My name is Dr. Tunjabski, and I'm showing you another clip of using Oscar 19. In this particular case, I'm going to be demonstrating the use of the visual eForm editor. This is a new function available in Oscar 19. So first of all, you log into your regular Oscar interface. Okay, so we log in there. We go into the appointment. That drops us into the appointments. Let's say we search for a patient and we want to look at a given patient. We'll pick not a patient, and we're there. And let's say we're interested in ordering up some Bimzelx for him because the fellow has some arthritis. You remember somewhere that there was a form or eForm available. So let's say we look at the Oscar Galaxy to look for those forms. We go to downloads, we look at eForms, go to downloads, we look for Bimzelx. Okay, oh yes, there is an eForm. It looks like this. Okay, so this is a patient enrollment form for the patient for this program, and we'll go ahead and proceed with that forthwith. We will then go ahead and okay, so let's import that in form, okay, and we'll go with that. And then once we've imported, we'll be able to use the search everything box to look for that particular eForm. And we'll load it. Here it goes. It doesn't look that particularly pretty, but it's actually very well done, I would point out. But let's say we want to change something. Let's say something's been forgotten. We forgot to put in an element. Let's say there's something else. Let's say we want to move an element around. This one is a little bit not, it's actually quite well done, the whole eForm, but let's say the signature is too small and we want to have a larger signature. We want to edit. In the past, what we would do is we would go to back to the appointment screen. We go to administration, and we click on manage eForms, and then we would open up this one, and we go through in terms of this editor, which is we'll go click there, and then all of a sudden we're into an editor where you really have to know your HTML coding to actually make any sense of it. Instead, these days, what we can do is we can go through Create eForm, and we can use the Visual eForm editor. Okay, so let's do that. So we go to the Visual eForm editor, and then we're going to load a eForm, and then we'll load the eForm that we just put in, which is this one. Okay. And because it's a foreign eForm, it has to convert things, so it won't look quite the same like the previous eForm, but it'll look pretty darn close, and you can see that it's a little bit different, but it's not actually that much different than where we're at. But let's say we want to adjust things, and so we want to go ahead, and the email is a little bit long, okay, in the form, and so what we can do is we can just Alt that one and just shrink it a bit so it's within the line. This is really a twiggling thing, but that's fine. And let's say these things don't look quite entirely aligned. They should be, but they're not. If you got OCD like some people do, we can, or OCD traits like I do, you can go down and just make a little bit of a tweak here, and we'll just snap that to the line and snap that to the line. There we go. I think I'm feeling much better now. Now, we didn't like the previous signatures, so we'll go ahead and we'll put into a signature into here. We'll put the signature that's a little bit larger into the spot. We can adjust that as well, of course, with the Alt. So hit the Alt button, and then you can adjust it, and we can put the signature of the patient there. Now, let's say we want to, so we've done, check boxes. We can add another checkbox to make it look like the other checkboxes. No room in the form, but we'll put it there. And let's say we want to put in a text box. We want to use a database tag. And what we'll do is we'll select, let's see, we'll select a she, he form, okay, and then we'll just move that here because we can. we're sort of now there where we want to finish this, but let's put in also a SIN. So we should be able to put in the SIN code for this patient because for some reason it's needed on this form. It isn't, of course, but we just want to do that for fun and also to show another option, another unique opportunity here in, so we'll put the SIN number there. And what we're going to do is we want to do a function on the SIN, okay? So actually we made a mistake. Let's drop that into the trash. And now we want to add a function to the SIN. We want to reformat it because it's just a straight number in Oscar. We want to sort of add a function. So we've clicked that. We says fix SIN, please. And if you mouse over it, it'll show you what the function is. We'll click it. We'll leave it on the default on blur event that will trigger it. And the functions that will do that is this, okay? And again, it looks like gobbledygook. You can usually leave it as it is. And what we're going to do is we're going to attach this function to the SIN box here, and then we'll move the SIN box there. We can form stylines, we can finalize, we can do a fax controls. You can see when it imported the name, it imported the default fax number because we've set that, but we could set up a tickler, we could set it up for standalone testing. But let's go ahead and do that, and let's just update the eForm, and we'll update the eForm, and it was successful. Well, that's good. Okay, so let's try a look again at this eForm. Now, this is how it used to look. Okay, now we'll just redo it. And you can see that the SIN hasn't been actually, the patient doesn't have a SIN listed. So I missed the point there, I'm afraid. However, we can put it in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then when we blur, the function will kick in and it will format the way SINs are formatted in this country. You can see it pulled out he, and you can see that we can put in, various diagnoses. You can see that when we do a linked set of groups, so linked radio boxes, so if we just click one, click it, we clear the entire group, and so you have a visual clue as to which is the group, and so on and so forth. So that is it. You can see my signature there. We can see a signature of the patient here. And we can go ahead and PDF it because why not? It will now load with the PDF. A PDF is a very useful function to find out, to see if everything's going out well for you, because ultimately some of these things come out there, and you can see it just comes out just tickety-boo. I hope that's helpful for you. Have a good day. Bye now.